Hello learner, my name is Maureen Chepkorir. I'm glad today you are joining me to a certain topic that concerns all of us, which is nature conservation. We start by naming the learning outcomes, definition of terms, key elements of nature, treatise to nature, ways to conserve or protect nature. We'll start by definition of terms. Nature. Nature refers to the natural world, including plants, animals, ecosystem, water, air, land, and all living and non-living elements that support life. Nature conservation is the protection, preservation, and sustainable management of natural resources, including plants, animals, forest, water, ecosystem, to maintain environmental balance. Let's go to key elements of nature. We'll start by discussing plants and forest. Plants are living organisms such as trees, grasses, flowers, shrubs. Forests are large areas covered mainly by trees and other vegetation. The importance of these plants and forests: produce oxygen needed for breathing, absorb carbon dioxide, helping reduce climate change, prevent soil erosion and improve soil fertility, provide habitats for wildlife, help regulate rainfall and climate. Let's go to the wildlife. Wildlife refers to all wild animals, birds, insects, reptiles, and other organisms that live in their natural habitats without being domesticated by humans. Importance of wildlife: maintain the balance of ecosystems, help in pollination and seed dispersal, provide food and other natural resources. The third key element: water resources. Water resources are natural sources of water, such as rivers, lakes, streams, groundwater, and oceans that support life. Importance of water resources: provide drinking water for people and animals, support agriculture through irrigation, generate hydroelectric power, promote sanitation and good health, provide habitats for fish and other aquatic life. Let's go to the fourth key element of nature: ecosystem. An ecosystem is a community of living organisms such as plants, animals, microorganisms interacting with one another and with non-living things such as air, water, soil, and sunlight. Importance of ecosystem: maintains the balance of nature, supports biodiversity by providing habitats for different species, purifies air and water naturally, provide resources such as food, medicine, and raw materials. Let's go to the next learning outcome, which is treaties to nature. Let's start by discussing each by each. Pollution. Pollution is the introduction of harmful substances such as smoke, chemicals, plastics, and waste into the air, water, or land, making the environment unsafe for living organisms. Effects: cause diseases in humans and animals, contaminates air, water, and soil, kill plants and wildlife, damages ecosystems, contributes to climate change. The second treaty is climate change. Climate change is the long-term change in Earth's temperature and weather patterns, mainly caused by greenhouse gas emission from human activities such as burning fossils, fuels, and deforestation. Effects of climate change: increased temperature, more frequent droughts and floods, crop failure and food shortages, water scarcity. The third treaty is loss of biodiversity. Loss of biodiversity is the decline in the variety of plants, animals, and other living organisms due to habitat destruction, pollution, climate change, and over-exploitation. Effects of this loss of biodiversity: reduce ecosystem stability, reduce agricultural productivity, loss of medicinal plants and genetic resources. Let's go to the fourth treaty, which is deforestation. It's the large-scale cutting down of trees or clearing of forests for farming, settlement, lodging, or industrial activities. Effects: destruction of wildlife habitats, increase soil erosion, reduce rainfall, increase carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Let's go to the fifth treaty: overuse of natural resources. Overuse of natural resources is the excessive use of resources such as water, forest, minerals, wildlife, and soil faster than nature can replace them. Effects: water shortages, loss of biodiversity, increased pollution, reduce resources. Let's go to the last learning outcome, which is ways to conserve or protect nature. The first one is plant and protect trees, meaning plants and protecting trees means growing new trees and caring for existing forests to prevent unnecessary cutting and forest fires and destruction. Importance or uses: produces oxygen for breathing, prevents soil erosion, improve rainfall and climate, provide timber, fruits and medicine. The second one, practice sustainable farming and development. Sustainable farming and development involve using natural resources wisely to produce food and support development without harming the environment or reducing resources for future generation. The importance of this practice: maintain soil fertility, conserves water and land, ensure long-term food production, supports healthy ecosystem. The third way is conserve water, meaning water conservation is the careful, efficient use of water to prevent wastage and ensure enough clean water is available for everyone. Importance: ensure enough water for future generations. Support farming and food production. Reduces water shortages. Maintains healthy ecosystem. Protects rivers, lakes and groundwater. The fourth way: protect wildlife and their habitats. Meaning, protecting wildlife and their habitat means conserving wildlife, wild animals, and the natural environment where they live. Prevent extinction of the importance are prevent extinction of species. Maintains ecological balance. Preserves biodiversity. Supports scientific research and education. The fifth way is use energy responsibly. Means avoiding unnecessary energy use and choosing renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power whenever possible. Importance: reduce pollution. Conserve natural resources. Save money on energy bills. Ensures energy is available for future generations. Let's go to the sixth way, which is reduce, reuse, and recycle waste. Meaning, use fewer materials and avoid creating unnecessary waste. Reuse, use items again instead of throwing them away. Recycle, convert waste materials into new products. Importance of this sixth way: reduce pollution, conserve natural resources, saves energy, protects wildlife and ecosystem, keeps the environment clean and healthy. Let's go to, we can see this picture, people planting trees. We can see this image shows people planting trees. Tree planting is an important conservation activity because it increases forest cover, improves air quality, prevents soil erosion, provides habitats for wildlife, helps fight climate change. It is one of the best ways individuals and communities can protect nature. Nature conservation protects our planet for future generations. That is our end of our session. Let's meet in the next session. Goodbye. Goodbye. Nature preserve our future.